Whatcha lads, welcome to Oak Swamp and part 2 of my latest project, The Leaf, a ratty roadster. Firstly this week I'd like to say massive thanks to everyone who brought one of my lovely Oak Swamp t-shirts. Cheers guys. Also massive thanks to Mark Bainyard, Steve Stanley, Steve Blacker and our man Rangy Man for going to the tip jar. Rangy Man! Okay, so what have I done so far? I've taken a 1936 Austin 12 rolling frame and I fitted an 1800 Isuzu petrol engine to it. I've also started to fit a 1920s Lea Francis P-type dicky body. It's my intention this week to build a frame inside the body to support it and also make a seat which will enable me to fit the brake and clutch pedal and to put the steering where it's supposed to be. Music this week is from my good friend Mr. Jim Hammond, who did a session down at the hut earlier in the week. Fresh back from Glastonbury, he was on super form. Anyway, let's get on with it. Right, Dale's over.
Hello.
And he's brought me some presents. What we got here is a bit of inch box. What was this for, Dale?
I made some metal hoops for a job I was fabricating, and these two were just scrapped because I fucked them up.
Look at that, eh? And just by chance, it's the same as this steel I've got to make the framework inside. Right, I've got a load of this box section. I think it's about 2 mil, but it's pretty tough. It was Sass's stool, what she used for Glastonbury years ago. So what I'm going to do is make a framework that comes up here and across there to start with. And I'm going to use these skinny bits and then it just makes it easy on assembly. One across the centre,
yeah,
and then some coming down to the back, and then 2 coming forward here to take the seat.
Frankie went down to the barroom, bought herself a bottle of beer, said to the bartender, tell me, say, I'm a loving man being here. Bartender said, Mama Frankie, Lord, I can't tell no lie. Left this bar about an hour ago, was a bluesy and Manelli's fly. Well, it was a man, sure was a man. He been doing around. Frankie, she cried, Lord, did she cry? What had I done? Give all my love to the man, but all he did was run. So she went down to the hardware store, find herself a nice little gun. Only had a couple of dollar bills, but she got a Colt 41 to shoot her man. Shoot him right down, yeah. He been doing her wrong. Yeah.
Oh, nice one. Cheers, Dale.
Cheers,
Nice
Brian.
to have some company and help this
Yes,
afternoon.
mate. Nice one.
We'll have one of them as well.
You can cut it all off and start again now. Now I'm going. Now I've fucked it all up for you.
He didn't fuck it up.
No, we've done all right there, didn't
We
we?
fucked it up together.
Johnny, so Frankie coming. Said now, baby, don't you shoot. Try to make a run for the little mail train. Off the gun went Rudy toot-toot. So Frankie went over to the body, looked poor Johnny in the eye. Only had a couple of blasts left, for his spirit flew to the sky. It was a man. She shot him right down.
Brushes over with hands and the Simmer chassis. The poor old 10 here that's just been left, but we're going to pull him off now. He's been under a bit of foliage for a little while, hasn't he? Right, let's roll him. really, really wide, doesn't it? Where I've been messing around with the 30 stuff, this looks massive.
That's got quite a wide stance for that, hasn't it?
Yeah, it's a 3 litre V6 in there, which is still to be tried, but I reckon he's going to go.
Don't fool around by your lover's back, or you might come to an end.
Okay, now I'm putting another support at the top of this radius here.
Sitting in the electric chair, locking the chief executioner. Obscured Frankie's hair, she shot him down, right to the ground. He been doing her wrong. Doing her wrong. He been doing her so wrong.
Okay, so I put this strap on and that really hangs onto that corner. As you can see, it was a bit messy.
I got rambling. I got rambling on my poor mind. I got rambling so much on my poor mind. Woe is me. I wish someone could see.
Right, I've been doing loads and loads of fiddling around, but I've got it in the right place now. Everything's equal both sides. All the heights are the same, all the distances are the same, and the doors are the same size, give or take a couple of mil. I just put a ply bulkhead on it just to support the front and gives you a bit more of an idea of what it's going to look like. Well, that's back pretty secure. I'm going to move on to this front now. Now, these brackets were on it already, so I've moved them from up the back and I'm going to use them here. That's the back of the seat frame, and I've tried it out with blocking up and it all works pretty well. Now I'm gonna come forward, put another frame up here which will connect to these and connect to this, so it'll make it all one big solid unit, and then I'll cover it in ply. So Greg's popped over,
Hi chaps.
and Greg's going to be making the door frames for me.
Which is a first, because I've never made a set of doors for the side of a boat.
I've given Greg some big lumps of oak. Is that what we're going with?
Yeah, we
still?
got some bits of old tree you found down at the bottom of your woods, and I'm sure we can mangle them into something. But it's quite interesting this, because to be honest, everything else, a door, yeah. But then you start having a look and you see, oh look, it's curved that way, it's curved that way,
Yeah.
and that away.
Yeah.
Mercifully, the bottom of it's more or less straight.
I'm going to make the bottom straight because it'll make it a lot easier for me to finish this off.
Yeah. But it's only going to be a fairly simple frame, and then Brian can put some big ironwork in here so that you can through bolt his hinges straight through the wood and into the steel, and the steel will brace it.
Yeah, and it'll be covered in. I'm going to do this in probably the Austin 10 doors because they're black and they've got a bit of curvature on them already.
Wow.
My jigsaw,
That's all right, I'll just use a saw.
that fits in there just lovely.
That's going to be the top of the door, and then you'll add a capping on top to cover the tinware up. It's going to measure the curves approximately,
Yeah.
because they are fair curves.
From the norm, it's going out by about 20 mil, isn't it? As I said before, this project's going to be all about speed, and having my pal Greg jumping in on the doors is going to speed it up no end.
With feet in inches.
I took these lovely cushions out of the caravan and I'm going to probably be using them. Give them a bit of Mexican blanket probably. Half inch?
Half inch.
Half inch?
You can bet this was built in imperial measurements.
Yeah, well, definitely.
Right, so there's half inch of curve there.
Half inch bend that way, half inch bend that way, and a half inch bend that way. Interesting.
It's an adventure for me.
Is it a first?
Well, I've never fitted a door to the side of a car, no.
No, but it's an interesting one.
Oh, yeah.
Maybe you'll be inspired. Right, cheers, dude. I'll see you in a bit. Chris is over. Getting ready to get. Oh, okay. You getting this?
Yeah.
Yeah, baby. Right, that'll do. Now I've got to make some legs for under here. Yeah.
This could be one big bench seat then, is it?
Yeah.
Nice.
You'll get free, innit? See then.
You want to get what?
The number plate up for sale.
For sale?
Yeah.
Why?
Because it's £2.5 grand.
Oh, is it?
Yeah, that's why I'm doing this quickly.
Oh, right.
It's a wage packet. I put this on the road, put the number plate straight up.
What's the number plate then?
Can't remember, it's some bullshit. 3 and 3. Right, I've added these straps which are supporting this side now. So that's the seat pretty much in there. Got a nice curve coming down that way and that way, so I'm hoping it's going to be super comfy. Now I've got a bit of base on it. There's my ply.
So darn cool.
That's how it's going to be.
Yeah, I like it.
Oh, this is so comfy. Compared to the rat, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
All of these rails that I've been using have been to loads of festivals, and how many times have they done Glastonbury, these rails?
They've done Glastonbury 28 years.
28 years. At this time of year, this is usually listening to loud music. It's seen them come and go, and now I'm sitting on it. Greg's back.
Okay, so here's it rough cut and just doweled together. It's not glued. But what I'm doing is checking to make sure this post here and that post there are not too much out of alignment like this or that.
Oh, I see what you mean, yeah. They're pretty square looking down and
yeah,
by
that's
BI.
good enough. It's good enough, and that's all it's going to do.
And if this is square, I can adjust afterwards anyway.
Exactly.
And look at that.
It's now.
Oh, they've got a curve on them already.
Oh yeah, I've done all that. Yeah.
You're getting on with it. What's going on?
Well, I've got so much else on, I thought I'd better get a wiggle on.
Yeah, I know the feeling.
So I put this together.
Good lad.
A bit sharpish like. But if you put your steelwork in like that here,
Yeah.
so the hinges actually bolt right through the steelwork.
Yeah, and come into this. Yeah.
And then a couple of screws up there and a couple of screws down there. That'll be so strong. So my next plan is I'm just going to take them away, knock them apart, put the glue in there and clamp them up.
If you're ever in Deep Ellum, put your money in your shoes. Women in Deep Ellum got nothing to lose.
Right, this steering won't go exactly where I want it to. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to lop off this piece here and then remake it.
Oh, sweet mama, daddy's got those Deep Ellum blues.
Right, that seems to be about the position, and it means I'm going to have to alter this a little bit, but how does it feel, Brush?
Yeah, it feels lush. Proper comfy.
You look comfy, mate.
Don't want to get out.
It's going to be tight getting in and out the driver's door, but I don't care. Go over the top, Dukes of Hazzard style, or you can shove your ass in that way. Oh, here you go. That's comfy, isn't it? Yeah. Where are we going? I need a on that tonight.
Once had a girlfriend, she meant the world to me. Went to Deep Ellum and left in misery.
I'm going to make a bracket for this, so it is a bit stronger because I've cut a bit off of it. Right, well there we go. What I've done is put a bit of 6mm plate under the front, and I've just nipped him up there, and that's it. Bang on. Okay, so now I've got the steering and the seat sort of somewhere where I want it to be. I can start putting the brakes back in. I took the brakes out when I put the engine in because the whole of this mechanism wanted bringing back just slightly, so I've got to remount that in there and then just connect front and rear. What I'm going to do though, I've disconnected the body and I'm going to lift the front half of the body off, and I've got plenty of room then to crack on with it.
Well, there once was a preacher, taught the Bible through and through. Went down Deep Ellum and it.
The bottom with that plate on down there, it was here, and I've moved it down the hill.
Daddy's got those Deep Ellum blues. Oh, sweet mama, daddy's got those Deep Ellum blues. I said, oh, sweet mama, daddy's got those Deep Ellum blues.
Alright, so this is where I'm going. I'm just about to trim all this up and make it look sexy. Brush is over.
Hello.
Right, so what I've done is I've made this piece here, right? And that's going to sit in there. I've made it out of two. This was a bracket off of something else. Now this piece, which takes the shaft there, it originally connected over here with this piece bent at an angle. What I plan to do is cut that piece off. One of these just turned up, bit of Austin braking of some sort, and that fits directly onto there. So I'm going to tack that onto there, cut that end off, and then hopefully. Did that make any sense? Yeah. Right, with that off, that'll sit straight onto there, and I can weld this piece to this. Alright, good. That's the first piece, and it's all nice and free. So next week I have to finish these brakes, get the prop done, continue on with this body. I've got to get this radiator finished, I've got to get a cap put on here and move a couple of the outlets around a little bit so they suit that, but that can hang on for a minute. I found a prop shaft. Now everything points at it being exactly the right one, so I bought it and it should be coming tomorrow, so I can get the prop shaft underway Now if you want to see me do this, you're going to have to tune in next time. So if you're not subscribed, please make sure you hit the old subscribe button. If you enjoyed the video, please leave me a like and a comment. If you're feeling flush, chuck me a couple of quid in the tip jar, or better still, buy one of these lovely Oak Swamp shirts. And I'll catch you dudes next time. Hang loose.
I roll, I tumble, I cry all night long. I roll, I tumble, cry all night long. Rose up this morning, didn't know my right from wrong. Told my baby before I left this town. I told my baby before I left this town. Ah, pretty baby, don't you turn my barrel house down. Oh yeah. Climb to the mountain, I look down on the trees. Down to the mountain, look down on the sea. Ah, my baby and that blues, it had me. Well, I roll and I tumble, cry all night long. I roll and tumble, cry all night long. Rose up this morning, yeah, didn't know my right from wrong. Yeah.
What's lads, welcome to Oak Swamp and welcome. Music this week is from my good friend Mr. Jim Hammond, fresh but. What's lads, welcome to Oak Swamp and my. I'm part of my new bit. My good friend Mr. Jim Hammond, who's fresh from Glass, and I fitted an Isuzu. He's fresh back from Glass, which will enable me. Who's fresh back from playing Glastonbury. Who's fresh back. You fucking dimwit.